Yo, 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 yo. What up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in for another episode of the G Perspective. It's your boy, George Michael Perez, aka G Mike. You already know what it is. You know where you can find me. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. And if you want to look at the Zoom meeting that's been going on, you can go on the YouTube channel, G Mike Media _. I got an exciting episode for you guys today. This week, I got two guests on for this episode. One of my dogs I used to play ball with all the time since like 2010 or some years before that. Call him K. He calls himself Nine. He has like 15 different personalities, so I don't really know what his real name is. And then my dog JR, met him in a fantasy basketball league with K9. It's been multiple years now that we've been battling out on fantasy ball. Gentlemen, how you guys doing, man?
We are good. What's going on, G?
Yo.
What's going on?
What's up, G? What's up?
Doing good, man. You know what it is. Thank you for spending a little time. I know you guys are busy men. I know you guys got a lot of things going on, especially Kay. I know you're a big time father, a good father out there.
We both are. As is my man Jay Rugged. We are both striving to be dad of the year every year.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I love it. So, Kay, I know I consider you to be a Tropical Park legend. You've been playing ball at Tropical Park in Miami, Florida for a very long time. I consider myself to be a Tropical Park legend too, but I'm not going to get into that. So I know you play ball. I know you got knowledge of ball, and obviously in the fantasy basketball league that we're in. But JR, let me know, let the people know out there, like where you got your basketball skills from, your knowledge, your techniques.
Well, my basketball skills, man, I really didn't play much basketball when I was younger. I played more football, but I always watched basketball. I really admired basketball. You know, all the players from Jordan, Penny, you know what I'm saying, from back in the 90s. So, you know, like basketball, I always just fell through with it, just understood the game, played it every once in a while. But, you know, I would definitely, I'm up there with basketball.
That's what's up. And Kay, what about you, man? You've been playing ball since you were a kid or what?
I just came out the womb hooping, bro. So no, I was just kidding. Honestly, man, a lot of my basketball experience is not even from organized ball. It's from street ball, like Tropical Park. That's like you said, we legends. I've had Jay Rugged out there as well. We have some good experience as well. Really, basketball for me is all about hustle. It's all about the intangibles and stuff like that. It helps with fantasy sports and it helps with real life. So that's where I'm at with it.
That's what's up. So right now we're just gonna jump right into it because we got a few topics for you guys. I know you guys are excited for these topics. Yeah. Right now, tonight at 10 o'clock, the Phoenix Suns will visit the Golden State Warriors for the second matchup of this season. And on Tuesday, the Warriors lost to the Suns while Steph Curry was only shooting like 4 for 20. And he was having a terrible shooting night, but the Phoenix Suns were having a great defensive night. Now, let me start off with Kay. Let me ask you this question first, and then Jay, you can finish after what Kay has to say. Okay. With the Suns and how they're playing right now, it's only the first quarter of the season, right? But there's still a lot of basketball to play. Would you consider the Phoenix Suns a legitimate return to the finals?
So if this was last year, I'd be like, nah, no way. They not legit. Because I think they started hot last year too. But they was on fire last year. So I think it's safe to say that they're for real. They are for real, man. And I don't really see anybody in the West who's messing with them except for Golden State, who we talking about right now.
Yeah. You know, I kind of piggyback off of that. I feel like the Suns, you know, they're definitely up there. And they'll definitely, you know, they'll make the finals run, but they definitely got the Warriors, and I wouldn't count the Lakers out. You know, like facts. It is what it is. You know, they're down right now, but you know, definitely they're gonna come back and be a problem in the West. So, you know, it's open up there for them three. But you know, the Suns are definitely doing their thing.
Yeah. No, they have a strong young core with a great leader in Chris Paul, a great coach
Yes.
in Monty Williams. But just like you said, I'm not gonna count out the Lakers, man. You know, you got Braun, AD, and now a superstar like Westbrook on a
Yeah,
team in
yeah.
LA, bro. Even though they're playing terrible right now, you
Yeah,
cannot count them out, man. You
Bro,
cannot.
definitely.
let's be honest. Let's be honest. You could have just started and ended with LeBron. I mean, I know he's in like 27,000th year, but any team LeBron's on, you know they're gonna be in it. You know.
Yes, yes, yes. So definitely don't count them out, man. So but I hear that, man. I hear that.
Yeah, man, and especially the way that they're playing, man. You got the Suns; they're top 10 in defensive and offensive rating
Oof.
this year.
Yes,
Defense, they're
yes,
second. Offense, they're sixth. Bro, Devin Booker is averaging 23.2 points per game, even
yes.
though he got injured during that game on
Oof.
Tuesday. But
Nah,
Yeah,
that hurt.
hey,
yeah. That
they keep counting him out. They think that he's done. They think that he's not an all-star. They think that he's not a good player for the Suns. Like, what's up with that?
Yeah, I mean they're always counting him out. You know what I'm saying? But he'll bounce back. You know, he'll get over this hamstring injury, be back and definitely start cooking, like doing what he do, man. And as long as he's there, man, I believe that they're gonna be contenders, man, in the West.
Yeah. No, I agree in regards to Devin Booker, but I think even more like you mentioned, Chris Paul, man.
Oof, yes.
He's such a great leader, man. And like I remember last year, I found myself once the Heat were out, of course, because that's our team. But
Yeah,
I found myself rooting for the Suns and rooting for Chris Paul to get it, in the finals and this year as well. And I see you mentioned that Chris Paul is averaging over 10 assists per game this year. So he's like, how old is
10.2,
this?
yep.
How old is this dude?
All right.
The hell?
yeah.
Crazy.
Everything he
He's
touched
definitely
turns to gold, man. You look at him in
Yeah.
OKC when he went over there. Look at him in
yeah.
Houston when he went over there. Like,
Yeah.
it's-
He's a general.
That's
He's a
that
general on
leadership.
the floor.
Exactly.
Yes.
this guy's just
Yeah.
a monster, bro. But
Yes,
jumping to the Warriors because they're the next best team in the West, and they're facing off tonight, obviously against Phoenix Suns. You got Steph Curry playing out of his mind, like he's back in 2015, 2016, with the unanimous MVP, man.
Lights
Hey,
out. Lights out.
then we got Clay that they dropped him down to the G League. He hasn't played a game yet, but this man, Jay and I were talking about this before you got on, man. Yo, this man looking like he's about to start playing tomorrow or even
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. It's what they say is spooky hours right now, man. It's scary for the rest of the league. If I mean, again, we was just talking about the Suns, but if Clay is back and he's healthy, I mean, he's gonna take time to ramp up. He's not just gonna come in,
For sure.
Yeah.
But I think in the long run, it's scary, man. With
Yeah.
Wiggins there too. Oh man.
Oof. Yeah. Definitely that's gonna be a piece for that core. And I could definitely see the Warriors contending out there big time with Klay Thompson being back. And like we were saying, man, I believe he'll come back anytime now, man. He's ready to go. Like, yeah, he's putting it in. He's like, I don't care about this G League stuff, man. Let me just go out there, just shoot my shot. He's trying to shoot a shot,
Yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt. And they got James Wiseman, the young kid who's a rim protector.
Yes.
Him and Draymond right there on the block that people are going to try and go for layups and dunks. That ain't going to happen. That
No.
ain't
Let's
going
be
to happen.
honest, guys. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, if they hit their potential, that's probably better than the Warriors team that had Barnes back in the day, right?
Oof,
Wouldn't it?
yes,
Hot
I
take,
believe
hot
so,
take.
yeah.
They could be, man. I don't know.
Yeah. No, they definitely got some pieces though. Like they're guarded up. Like you said, James Wiseman coming back as well. They got Gary Payton Jr. Doing his thing as well. Like, yeah, they're out there. And it's just Klay Thompson will just be that other piece that's gonna come in and it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice to see. Definite. I'm happy for him. Yeah.
100%. And for the fans out there that forgot about Clay, let me remind you, the last season that he played was the year that they went to the finals against the Toronto Raptors and lost, unfortunately. But he averaged 21.5 points per game. So imagine when he comes now, bro, and he starts putting up 21.5 points per game for the Warriors. Yo, no one is stopping them.
Nah. I mean,
Nah.
didn't you say the Suns had the best defense? So I mean, maybe the Suns or
Is
I
that
don't know. These guys are unguardable. I don't know. Just trying to guard. You're gonna have to pick your poison.
yeah,
Steph,
true.
or Clay. Either or. They're gonna
and then
splash.
again,
So
like, and then
yeah,
Wiggy could just go off,
yeah,
because
yeah,
I think Wiggy is better than what Barnes was, but they had Barnes back in the day. And
yeah, yeah,
you still got Draymond, and then you're gonna have Wiseman. Like, holy cow! Like,
yeah, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, so right now the Warriors are the best ranked defensive team in the NBA, and then the Suns
what?
are right behind them. And then you
What?
got the Warriors at third for the best offensive team in the NBA, and then you got the Suns at six. So that's Western Conference Finals right there.
Yeah.
It
That
is.
speaks
It
volumes, man.
is.
That speaks volumes. For
It
real.
is. It is.
Yeah, man.
It sounds like my man's Chris Paul about to catch that L in the finals again. Uh,
Hey, but don't forget them Lakers. Don't forget them Lakers out there too. I'm
yeah.
just saying, like,
True.
it's gonna. I believe it's gonna go through them three. Them three. You know what I'm saying? So.
What about Utah? Utah can't get no love out here.
Utah's cocky, bro. Utah's cocky. They're a regular season team, and then they get to the playoffs and they can't do anything, man.
Yeah, I mean they're not gonna just win off of Mitchell, so they definitely got they still got to build around it. They got Gobert on there, but that's about it. I mean, everybody else is just role players. They need an extra piece to try to compete with these juggernauts out there,
All right.
So.
Yeah, I agree, and I think it's the coaching as well. I feel like they don't have that championship coaching mentality on that team, so I think they need maybe to add someone else or switch out the head coach. But hey, I ain't no GM.
Yeah,
But
that
yeah,
man
man.
look like he's drinking though, man. That Utah coach, but that's a whole other conversation.
Right? Them Bud Lights. That's what you like, them Bud Lights.
Facts.
Hey, but jumping on to our favorite team, the Miami Heat, baby. You know what we do? We rep these
yes,
mother
yes,
effers hard,
yes.
baby.
Yes, sir.
So before the season started, I think it was this year, if not last year, if I'm not mistaken. Don't hold it against me, but I remember when we were looking to trade for James Harden, right? And everyone was talking about, let's get James Harden, and we were like, nah, man, let's stick with Herro, this and that, blah blah blah. Then half the season went on, or the whole season went on, and we were like, damn, we should have traded for James Harden. But now, Tyler Herro is shutting us up, man. And I am one of those people for sure. He shut me up. This guy is averaging right now for the Miami Heat 21.7 points per game, 45% field goal, 39% three-point field goal, 3.7 assists per game, and 18.5 field goal attempts per game. All career high, bro. This man is doing it, bro. Jay, let me hear from you, man. You think Tyler's gonna take us over the top?
Man, I believe, you know what I'm saying, that he's definitely turned up the gear, and letting us know all the doubters, and believers and the doubters again, he's letting us all know where he stands out here. He came out in the season, says he belongs in conversations with Luka Doncic, you know what I'm saying, Trae Young. So he's definitely living up to it. So I believe his role can grow more than just a sixth man. He's our sixth man, but I believe he'll be starting material soon, and he'll be the future for us. And I'm proud of him, man. I'm proud of what he's doing. Definitely.
Well said. What about you, Kay? You think he's the truth right now for us, the sixth man of the year for us?
Oh no, for sure, undoubtedly. You know what? The thing that makes me, not to sound like an old head, but the thing that makes me most proud of that young boy is how he played. Let's be honest, he was asked. I hope you got that mute button. He was ASS, right?
Yeah.
Last year, for most of the year, and so for him to know that and hear the fans bashing him and saying, "Oh, he ain't it. We should have traded him for Harden. We should have traded him for some bubble gum."
Yeah.
Facts.
Take that personal, guys, and to come back this year and be averaging career highs, like he is that spark for this team. And like I hear you, Ruggs. I agree. Like starting lineup would be great, but I think he's able to do what he does because he comes off the bench. He gets to be that spark.
Yeah, but his role will grow in the future, and he's definitely gonna. Yeah, it'll have to, because he looks like he's ready to take over. Like, you know, he's comparing himself to starters, you know, not you know what I mean? So it's definitely the pressure's on him, and he's living up to expectations. So, you know,
Facts.
go ahead, Tyler, man. Do your thing, man. Do your thing.
Go, Tyler.
Yeah.
Rooting for you, Tyler.
Yeah. I agree with you on the fact that his role is going to increase maybe throughout this season, for sure, definitely next season. I feel like he should stay on the second unit coming in and still have more minutes than maybe Duncan or PJ
Right.
Tucker or a few other players, just because of the fact of what Kay said. This man could create his own shot. He could facilitate. He could play great defense. Like, this man is basically an all-star in our second unit. And when Jimmy's out, when Bam's out,
he's out there starting now. He's starting now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, So you know, it is what it is. Like, he's definitely, when these guys are out, he steps up. So
one thing I would add to that, guys, is you know, what's his name again? Oh yeah, Vic Oladipo.
Oh yeah.
If he comes back and if he's healthy, what does that do now? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Herro and Oladipo on the second unit. Ooh.
I feel like Oladipo should be starting if he's healthy. And then you keep Tyler at the sixth man so that he can continue to run that second unit by himself, because he's special. It's just he's not special enough to be like running our whole team right now. You know what I mean?
As far because we do have generals out there. Like, you know, we got Kyle Lowry handling the ball. You got Jimmy Butler out there. So, like, you know, I hear that. So I feel like his time will come, and I hear you on that. I think the role of the 6-man role works for him well, because he gets to run that second unit. So.
And he kills it, dog.
And he kills it, man. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I agree. Yeah.
Yeah, so this season, I'm going to give you this crazy stat right now. So this season, he's only scored under 11 points one time, which was 6 points against Boston. Every other game was 11 or more. And especially tonight, when we just played the Indiana Pacers, we won 113-104. Yo, this man is on a tear this season, bro, and I love it. I love that he shut me up. He shut all of us up, and he's just going, trying to get that spot next to Luka, Trey, and all these other young guys in the league, bro.
Yep. I remember they laughed at us when he said, or somebody said that he was compared to Devin Booker. We were just talking about the Suns, and we were just talking about Devin Booker, and their stats are actually pretty similar. I saw that somewhere, so. I mean, let's go, Tyler.
Yeah, let's go, Tyler. Let's go, Tyler.
And Tyler right now is averaging better stats than Damian Lillard right now.
Oof,
that's crazy.
That's insane.
That's a whole other conversation for another day right
there. That's
what's
insane.
up with Dame?
Man, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. So our next game is at Milwaukee, so that's gonna be tough. But you know, hopefully Jimmy gets to come back. Obviously, Bam is out for 6 weeks.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, tomorrow they don't even have Antetokounmpo tomorrow. I think he's doubtful for tomorrow. So so they have a chance. They have a chance to you know what I'm saying.
You would know that
to keep the streak going. I would know that. That's the next topic. I would definitely know that.
hey, piggyback off of that, going into the next topic, man. That fantasy basketball, baby. We're in a league right now, us three. So right now we got K at number 1 with 5-0. Congrats to you. We got Jay at 4-1 with 14,000 points. And then I'm at number 3 with 4-1 with 13,000 points. So right now we're leading the league, us three, and wins.
Crushing it. Yes,
go.
sir. Yes, sir.
Since y'all some top dogs in fantasy basketball, what advice, I'm going to start with you, Kay. What advice would you give to someone who's thinking about starting fantasy basketball but doesn't know what really to look for in drafting players and keeping players and picking up players on the waiver wire?
Absolutely. Similar to what I was talking about earlier, I think the main thing that guys have to understand, guys or girls, when playing fantasy basketball, it's first of all, it's not fantasy football. It's different. Yeah. With fantasy basketball, all fantasy sports, you can't move with emotion. So, like, we have a friend, I'm not going to say any names, but shout out to the Illusion Witch.
Great comic, by the way. Available now everywhere. You can get it now.
Indeed. Yes, indeed. Got to plug and play, you know. But if you're a Knicks fan and you draft 5 Knicks players, that's probably not the best move. I would
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
I mean, even if you're a Heat fan and you draft 5 Heat players, it's not the best move. So I mean, also again, just don't be emotional. You can't be too attached to the players. Obviously, you're not going to let a guy like Giannis Antetokounmpo go, but
No.
you know, you might have somebody like Luke Kennard who's not performing for a week that might need to get cut. Don't be afraid to do that and find something else on the waiver.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Jay? You got something else other than what Kay said?
Well, just more or less, kind of the same, man. Just fantasy basketball. You kind of gotta be really paying attention to it. Always be on the waiver. You gotta set your lineup. So you gotta find some time in the day to really play it. But once you learn it, understand it, it's very fun to play. It's very competitive. Like I'm saying, we got a very competitive league. We're always out there, on the waiver, trying to make trades. Just always communicate, man, and just. The most thing about it is being social, and talking with people, with people. And, we have our own chat where we got everybody and we just talk about basketball, and so we're always up on game and what's going on, and always what's trending, just pay attention to the waiver wire. Drafting is very important.
Yes.
I suggest people, do the mock drafts on basketball as well, just so you can know where your position is going to be, your ADP, where you're going to fall, what players will be around when you come around, so you know how to build your team.
Great
It's just building a team,
man.
building a team.
No, great advice for a first timer for sure. My thing would be to use the acquisitions. You cannot go a week without trying to use all of them, because if you're not trying to pick up and drop players, and like how Kay said, like you got Luke Kennard, you're attached to him, but he started doing bad 2 or 3 games in a row. You got to drop him and try to pick up someone else, because if not, after Wednesday, when Wednesday comes, you're down 150 points. Most likely, you're gonna lose that week already because you're already down 150 points. So it's like,
you'll find better options on the waiver wire. Especially on Luke Kennard level. You'll definitely find something better on the waiver.
He's a perfect example, right?
He's
a perfect example of like a good
stream.
Player.
Stream, depending.
A good streamer. Perfect.
Yeah,
well said.
Good streamer. You got to know when to plug and play him and drop him and cut him at the same time. So it is what it's fun. You just got to really be pay attention to your lineup and what's going on in fantasy basketball, just to be successful in it.
Yeah, man. And our league, like you said, is competitive. It's fun as hell. We talk mad crap to each other.
Yeah.
But basing off of what you guys just said, like in another league, I got Kemba Walker, and I'm like, man, I wanna drop him, but I'm like, if he gets traded, like you think, like let's say he gets traded to Houston, right? For John Wall. You think he's gonna start in Houston, or you think he's gonna be behind the young Bulls like Jalen Green?
I don't think him going to Houston would be a good move for him. If I was honest, if this was a fantasy basketball chat, I would say cut Kemba Walker. I mean, at this point, let him go, bro. If he does come back, it's gonna take some time. You know what I'm saying? And do you have that time? If you got the time to wait, like if you're 1 through 3, like you are in this league, then who cares? Maybe hold on to him a little longer. But if you like kind of struggling to win your week, nah, bro, he gotta go.
Yeah, definite.
Yeah,
I'm trying to trade him.
That's exactly what I'm gonna try and do. Because I'm like, it's like our leagues are like business, dog. Like you gotta, hey, come here, let me negotiate with you right quick. Slide in my DMs.
Trade first. Try to trade him
first. Hey, but I appreciate you guys coming on, man, talking a little ball with me. I got to get you guys on another episode so we can talk football as well.
Hell yeah.
Ooh, nice.
I really appreciate you guys coming on. If you guys want, you guys could tell the crowd what's your IG, if you got Twitter, where they can follow you at, so you could try and get some new followers.
I don't want any new followers.
Okay.
I just wanted to talk sports. I love sports, but I do run a company called Compass Inventor Services, where we work with inventors, creatives, entrepreneurs, just helping them to get the services that they need in order to be best positioned to achieve success. The website for that is www.compassinventservice.com. Check us out. We're doing big things. And man, I'm always ready for the plug and play. I'm gonna throw it off to J Rug now.
J Rugged. Just my Instagram is JRugged305. You can go ahead and just hit me up there, follow me there, whatever. You know, I'm always down for some sports talk, get into different innovations. So, you know, just reach out if you'd like, man. You know, peace, man. It was fun doing this episode with you, G.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Guys, you know where you can follow me: Twitter, George Mike Perez; on IG, G Mike Media _; YouTube, G Mike Media _. The audio is going to be on all platforms, podcast platforms, Spotify, Apple, Google, wherever you get your podcasts, and on YouTube as well if you want to look at the Zoom call. Guys, hey, I appreciate you guys, man. Again, I got to get you on a football episode, so be ready in a couple of weeks. I'm gonna give you that call. Give you that
We with
call.
it, bro.
Definitely.
We with it, bro. You got us. You got
Definitely, man.
the dynamic duo of K9 and Ruggs. Let's go,
Yeah.
man.
Love
Yeah.
it. Love it. All right, my
Appreciate you,
dogs.
D.
Thank you, man.